In the shadowy undergrowth of Mrs. McGillicuddy's garden, a young caterpillar named Cassie munched on a leaf. She dreamed of a better home for her insect friends, away from Bentley, the bully grasshopper. One sunny afternoon, a quirky beetle with a tiny clock on his back scurried up to her. His name was Burt, and he was a time-traveling beetle. "Hello, Cassie. I've heard about your dreams. Shall we go on an adventure to find the secret of kindness from the Ant Queen in the clouds?" Cassie's eyes sparkled with excitement at Burt's proposal. Burt clicked the small clock on his back, and with a swirl of leaves, they were lifted into the air beyond the garden and above the clouds. Cassie clung to Burt as they landed softly on a fluffy cloud. "Welcome to the Cloud Kingdom," Burt announced. They looked around in awe, surrounded by towering castles made of vapor and bustling cloud insects. Cassie felt like she was in a dream. Burt pointed to a distant castle. "That's where the Ant Queen resides. Let's go, Cassie." They began their trek across the soft, misty ground. As they journeyed towards the Ant Queen's castle, Cassie and Burt stumbled upon a grand cloud library. Inside, they met a spider spinning silvery threads between books. "I am Shakespeare, the poetic spider," he introduced himself with a bow. His words rhymed as he spoke, enchanting Cassie and Burt. Shakespeare shared stories of kindness and bravery from old bug tales, making Cassie realize the power of words. They thanked the poetic spider and continued their quest, inspired by his tales. Suddenly, Burt's clock beeped loudly, and before they knew it, Cassie and Burt were zapped to a different time. They found themselves in the middle of a buzzing concert led by Beethoven, a bee with a grand piano. His music filled the air with joy and brought together various insects in harmony. Cassie and Burt danced along, learning that music could unite and heal. After the concert, Burt adjusted his clock, ready for their next leap through time, hopeful to reach the Ant Queen. Another beep, and the scenery changed drastically. Giant ferns towered over them, and the sound of massive creatures echoed around. A huge dragonfly approached, its wings shimmering in the prehistoric sunlight. "I'm Dino Fly, gentle giant of the Jurassic," it buzzed softly. Despite its size, Dino Fly shared how to be gentle and kind in a world so big and sometimes frightening. Cassie listened, fascinated by the ancient wisdom. With a grateful heart, they prepared for another time jump closer to their goal. Back in the Cloud Kingdom, Cassie and Burt finally reached the outskirts of the Ant Queen's castle. Here, they observed countless ants working together meticulously. An older ant noticed their curiosity and explained, "Every ant contributes equally. That's why our kingdom thrives." Cassie was amazed by the perfect teamwork. They helped the ants for a while, learning that cooperation was key to building a strong community. Inspired, they moved on, eager to meet the queen and share their new understanding. Upon reaching the grand castle, Cassie and Burt were warmly welcomed by the Ant Queen, an elegant figure with a golden crown. "Kindness," she began, "is the mightiest force. It builds bridges and heals hearts." She told them stories of her ancestors and the foundations of their great kingdom, built on acts of kindness. Cassie and Burt listened intently, realizing that kindness was the true secret to resolving conflicts and fostering friendship. With the Queen's blessings, they were ready to return home. With a flick of Burt's clock, they were back in Mrs. McGillicuddy's garden. Armed with stories of kindness, cooperation, and music, Cassie felt ready to face Bentley, the bully grasshopper. She gathered all the insects, sharing her adventures and the lessons she had learned. Even Bentley seemed intrigued, his antennae twitching curiously. Cassie spoke passionately, hoping to inspire and unite the insects for the betterment of their community. Inspired by Cassie's tales, the insects of the garden began to work together. They used recycled leaves and twigs to start building their eco-friendly city. Bentley, moved by Cassie's stories and the Ant Queen's wisdom, offered to help rather than hinder. Together, they planned and built, with every insect contributing. The garden buzzed with activity and camaraderie, transforming into a model of sustainability and kindness. just as Cassie had dreamed. The new Insectopia thrived, a beacon of unity and eco-consciousness. Cassie and Burt watched proudly as their friends celebrated in their newly built city. Flowers bloomed brighter, and the air felt fresher in their harmonious home. Bentley buzzed happily among his new friends, no longer a bully but a leader in kindness. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures. Cassie cheered, her heart full beside her best friend Burt.